Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting. Well, I got the picture. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Alright, we're doing just a mic test real quick. Just checking my volume. Make sure it's not too close to my face. Get this off my screen. Let me see here. Let me turn down my phone. It should have it. Okay. Is it showing on screen though? Live chat. Now let me hear myself. Am I too low? One, two, three, check. How do I sound? I sound okay. Let's see here. I already have it on screen, so I don't have to really worry about reading chat. I think I sound good. How do I sound to you guys? If I sound good, then we'll continue. Sounds really clear? I'm glad to hear that. Clear in a good way? Yes, I do have a new one. Actually, I could have my phone be the chat and I could read it from there, so I could have it full screen. I should make up my mind on this thing. Live chat. Live chat, not top chat. Let me have the screen be full so you kind of like get a better view on it as well. Invite to broadcast, view advanced settings. Okay, I'll read the comments from my phone. So you guys can kind of see everything full. So this is 12. Probably the worst fighting game character in anything. But he has some cool aspects which makes him unique, and just how he looks to me, I always enjoyed just 12 as a character. Just personally, just his design, as simple as it is, I love it a lot. And when I saw this as a kid, I mostly liked the fact because of how he moved and turned to goop sometimes, or can like shift his, not shift, but change his mass into many different things, into weapons. It kind of reminded me of like Venom and stuff from Spider-Man, so like, yeah, kind of like that. So, that's the introductions I can really give to this character. Now let's go on his good points. And this is like the basic one that I can actually describe. Okay. This is his walk. This crawl actually does low profile projectiles. So he can't really get zoned in this game. Yeah, basically like Milia, if you want to like kind of generalize it like that, yeah. Like his whole body is malleable. He can do whatever he wants with it. So just like his crawl, he could like low profile projectiles. Not really backwards because it makes him block. Oh no, never mind. He can't do it to like certain supers because of how big they are. But normally he's just not able to get zoned. It's actually proximity guard, never mind. So doing like basic Hadoukens, he will crawl under it. They don't force him to block, but these will because they do touch his character. And since you are blocking, he will block too. So there's that. That's a cool aspect to his like basic movement. You can't really zone him out if you wanted to, but even then you have parry in this game. So zoning in this game is actually not very strong because of this mechanic. Parry itself is a universal thing, every character has it. You can do it on the air and on the ground. You can parry supers as well. So if you want to try and do all that, then you can. I'm usually good at that parry, but I mean I'm good. Just showing off everything that this game kind of has to offer. So the mechanic itself is very nice. Now another thing about this character is he can somewhat counter zone because of this move, also low profiles. But this has no tracking. Only the EX tracks. And even that is not super good. So if you see a Ryutron Hadouken like right here, it's slow, trust me. You can kind of do something like this. There you go. So if you are able to, or you know the range of this move very well, like I know right here it's gonna hit, and if I'm like right here, I could see it, then I get that. Or if I'm even better, you can kind of get this, and still be freely to move. I think you probably could parry if you do it late. No, never mind. So, what else? He can't really low profile as much besides basic movement and these moves. Another good thing I could say is about his normals. They're actually pretty good for what they are, but they also suck too because they lack the damage. They're just good for poking. His best far-reaching poke is this, but the worst part about that is this. You probably already can see where this is going. No matter what, it will miss. No matter who crouches, I think besides Hugo. But he has good pokes, but these are his far pokes. It's just this, and there is proximity normals in this game. Yeah, it whips crouchers. These whiff crouchers. This whips crouchers too. No, no. I was thinking of something else. Never mind then. It's whatever. This is his only decent proximity normal. So you only can do this once before your transition to far poking. This lets you special cancel, and that's the only thing he has. Because this doesn't. Only this. And since it has like no good proximity range, you kind of always have to one hit confirm out of this or just no. He doesn't have any target combos to kind of like really link into anything or get something started. That's kind of it from that. And this proximity normal of this is actually this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring his rival in here to just show you that too. Necro and him share the same proximity normal, but the difference is simple. This is a proximity normal. This is a command normal for him. So he doesn't need to be close. He can just hold back and just mash this. He could do this while 12 can't. This is a command normal. But it's not, if I'm correct. What other move of his? Yeah. It's cancelable as well. They share a decent amount of like normals in some cases. He is. Well, he's not even a better 12. Sorry if you hear stuff in the background. The thing is, they're not really the same because Necro has his own tools. He's a mix of Blanca and Dalsum. Yeah, that's also the reason why I thought of him like Venom, because if he kind of turned to goop. But see, they share this normal. They're crouching light kick. Or crouching short. I don't know what they would generalize it as again. Crouch, please. Thank you. This is his crouching medium kick. It's actually the same. It's just you see this here, right? Mine doesn't go as far, but it's generally the same. These is what they share. And due to lore, it would make sense because Necro is in a... He was also part of the project for 12, but he escaped. And so... I don't know too much about his lore personally, but there's that. But other than that, that's like the normals they share. Because anything else is just this and these. That's it. But, that's kind of, again, the only aspect. Again, sorry if you hear stuff in the background. But, I can't control that. Not anymore, anyway. What other good things could I say for 12? Because I just kind of described certain decent things. I guess his mobility. I could talk about that. His mobility is actually not bad. It's not that great either, but for what it is, it's actually really unique, especially to Street Fighter in general, because they never had an air dasher before, so he could fly. He has full control over this, and he can also do this. If he hits the wall and press back again, he will wall bounce and fly the other direction. And if you play Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue or any anime fighter that has air dashing, you could bring those gimmicks or terminologies for this character specifically, like IAD or instant air dashing for short. You could do it really close to the ground and kind of like really get in on your opponent real fast, and kind of cancel it as well to kind of like bait certain things from a distance, or really just poke somebody from far away, because this actually is a good air poke. You also have this, his jumping heavy punch. It goes very far and it's not bad. And to help cancel air dash, he has his jumping heavy kick. So he could just do that as well. I will get into other specifics as well, but that's kind of his mobility as well. His dash, it's okay. It just does its job well. I would say it's average. What else? That's kind of it, admittedly. His specials are actually okay as well, but you can get more out of this if you mash the button after using it, air and on the ground. He has a dive kick, but this dive kick really isn't that great unless you EX it, because it should more often than not be safe on parry. But I've been punched a few times for it, so I don't know how useful that statement is anymore. His dive kick is super bad on block, and if you block the EX one, he will fly right through you and just kind of be safe. So there's that at least. So if he air dashes, he could kind of do the same thing because he's airborne. So on and so forth. His taunt makes him invisible, so there is some utility for that. I'm really trying to like scrunch around for like certain things that are his positives. I guess now we actually could talk about his supers, really. So the thing about supers for him, they're okay, but they're not the best. His best supers are his Super Art 2. No, his Super Art 1 and 3. 2 is very situational, and it's even then not that great. So most of the stuff he could special or super cancel out of, he can't out of these normals. He can out of this though. Regardless of range, this is just a decent like medium kick. He can also super out of his proximity medium punch. Actually, I forgot to mention his anti-air is not bad as well. That's his crouching medium punch. This is his standing heavy punch, and his back medium. This is a decent anti-air, but I get stuffed out a lot by this anyway, so I'd rather recommend use this or this as your anti-air, or even this. Parry again exists in this game, so you kind of have to kind of keep that in mind. And he can super cancel out of this too. And that's kind of it. So his Super Art 1 is XNDL. A full screen super that's just better up close because of the multi-hitting properties. Like you'll see from here once he regenerates. 50 damage from here. 32 from the distance. For what it is, since this is a two stock super, he can kind of do something like this. It won't do anything, but he can go EX into super or anything like this. The resource is kind of like very expensive, so there's that. He could do certain things. This, what you just saw from before, I don't even know the name, but this is super cancelable on the first hit. So he has some ways to cancel into super, but none of them are that great. Like he can't super out of this one, or even special cancel out of this one. On block, his EX, like, to kind of, it pushes him back. Like, you'll see. Not random. Always. It pushes back. That's his light. This is the medium. Again, you can mash it so you can get something more. Let's go back to the center screen. Kind of it. This is the heavy version. That's it too. And the EX is this. I don't know how good of this. Jesus, I can't speak. How good this is on block or safe. It probably might be safe because space, but I would have to see. I'd have to look it up actually, because I don't even know where I can find frame data for this game anymore. I'd have to look. Probably on Shoryuken. He doesn't have much cross-ups as well. This can be kind of wonky. He really doesn't have much cross-up potential. This is like the closest thing he has for one. What else can I think of? No. Training. Special moves. Let me look at that real quick. They don't even tell you that you actually can match these, because I never knew. But we'll now talk about his other supers. This one's called X Flat. This is an airborne only super. So you can only do this in the air, of course. And this is what the move looks like. And that's what it is on block. You're just dead. It's a decent damaging super. But the thing is it's simple. Like, you only need one parry to literally negate the super in any way. Just one parry. And I'm dead for it. Even in the air, because jump? Didn't jump be an option here? There we go. I mean, I guess that would make me a little safe, but again, it's just parry just kind of negates the super for anything. So you can kind of just see what I mean about the EX dive, his dive kick. Let me stand. Oh, no. Might just be safe on block. I'd have to see. Yeah, he's very unsafe on a lot of his tools. That's why you have to be very smart about kind of using them in a certain way. And even then, if you use them, they're just overall damage again is not great. That's 4. This is 5 up close. This is 10 from afar. 9, 10, 14. And his heavy punch, 16. His overall damage is very bad, and his combo game is even worse. Generally, a combo is just not great. And you saw all my normals. My throw did the most damage. 17, unlike 16. Again, all my throws kind of just do more than my basic attacks. And the thing about the mashable throw, you can mash out of this and make it even more useless. So there's also that. What else can I say? I will actually explain a lot of his other stuff in depth after I finish explaining the basics of it, but that's just his super art too. You don't even see really any 12 players that exist even use it. Like, at all. If they do, it's a very specific purpose, but I'll explain it. Super Art 3, this is for anybody that played 11 or seen 11 in Street Fighter 5. This is the original character who could do this certain thing. He could just spend super to become a better character. That's literally it. He gets all their moves, specials, not supers because he can't super. I mean, but doing the super, he doesn't get EX moves as well. He just gets the basic character, and that's it. So that's 11. That's 12 in a nutshell. If you've looked down here at my super bar, you'll see the different sizes that have been throughout this whole video. Super Art 3 being the longest and only being one stock. I can't hold two supers. Only my Super Art 1 lets me hold two supers, but it's very short, so it's easier to build. This is... It has its own like minor benefits to it as well, which I will show off in depth because it is kind of important. But that's kind of it for 12. He's a very complicated being. Kind of just wish a lot of his stuff just did more. So now we're gonna speak about most of these in depth. This one is only character specific, and it only works in certain arcade versions of the game. But in this version, this only works only to Hugo due to his big size and slow rise. It's cool. I low-key wish he could do this to the whole cast, but he can't. So this is only off of the neutral throw, the mashable throw that he can do, or and you can make or break easier. So be prepared. This is cool. I like this a lot. See, I'm showing you bit by bit, not everything in one shot, but that's the throw, and only to Hugo. Watch. Now you're gonna see it. That's what he can do specifically to Hugo. It's Hugo specific, so it's cool. And if I ever fight a Hugo, I would use Super Art 1 because of that. So the super can OTG from this. There's some supers that actually can OTG, but some of them actually depend on the arcade version of Third Strike. Like there's an arcade version where Shin Ryukin from Ken can OTG Dudley, but that's it. There's like some other ones as well, but I'd have to see, because there is a YouTube video on it. But yeah, this is Hugo only. He can't do this to any other character. Only to him. But the usage for Super Art 1 is good. It's not bad, because this is what you see in his combo trials in Street Fighter Online Edition. I don't like how slow this move is or how its hitbox is, because there's many times where I'm like this and it misses. So this is one of them here. This has to be like some weird cross-up situation because of how you have to get the close proximity normal to even work. So let me try and get it. It's actually really hard that I think I can't do it on Hugo. I probably can, but it's not easy. Yeah, see, it whiffs. Yeah, that's the hit that I need for cross-up to get this combo to even work. There you go. So that's what the start of it is, but I have to super to make it better. Yeah. There we go. And that's the one of his combo trials in the game for 30th anniversary. Street Fighter Online Edition for Xbox 360 and PS3. Jesus Christ. It's a cool combo off of a jumping cross-up, but that's what you kind of have to get. He can't do much else as long... He has to land this because it gets super canceled. Yeah, because jumping into this game is still very dangerous. So it's a good stun combo, I'll definitely say that. This is my favorite, but it's also one of the hardest things to kind of do for 12. So the issue with this is you have to do this in the air, right? You can't combo into this any natural way. I'll even try and show you this real quick. Okay, just making sure that he's jumping. But see, even looking at that situation, how the super was super short. There's some situation with that super where it does less damage because of how you hit them on the screen or where you hit them on the screen. It's just bad. So he can't really like super cancel any of these normals in the air. So he's kind of just screwed in air-to-air situations. Again, I'm thinking this like Guilty Gear or something where you can kind of do air supers or something like that. But this move itself is built to be in the air. And doing it would be like after a stun. And 12 does almost next to no stun. It's actually really bad. His stun output is very weak. So this is the one gimmick that a lot of 12 players use and have to know to make him somewhat interesting. There's jump canceling in this game. And you can't jump cancel like regular anime fighting games. It's actually out of super jump. So super jump canceling, see? From my inputs was down, up after this. So the gimmick behind this is you have to super jump, and once you super jump you actually could do many of your air actions. So you could do this. You have the jump, the forward jump, the back jump, and you can glide out of it too. So if you want instant like stuff like that, you can do this. And if they block it, it's still the same thing. You just still gotta super jump cancel it. See? There's like all the stuff you can kind of do. But keep in mind, all these are bad on block, so I'm trying to do the EX one. Wait, can I do the EX out of? No, I can't. Only the regular ones. It's kind of lame. I mean, who knows? But that's kind of the cool little gimmick that you have to know with this character. But the reason why I picked Super Art 2, it's because it relies on this gimmick on hit. So if you ever stun your opponent, or if you happen to land this specific situation, you have to super jump cancel and Tiger need the super at the same time for it to combo and for it to even matter. So this is what it looks like. And I got on my first try because I've been practicing this thing a lot. You have to super jump cancel that normal, and then Tiger Knee that super to make it land. Fishing for it is not the best because you have to react on hit. Because if you do it like a second later, it won't combo, and they could just like block it, and you're just dead for it. So this is reliable after stun, but you really don't get stunned with 12 at all, like ever, because of the stun output. But if you happen to like parry and then do this, so let me see, let me make it somewhat like plausible, right? Record medium punch, just to show off, right? See how that didn't combo? I was literally behind. See how it's 19 hits and not 18? So landing it would look like this naturally. It would say 19 hits, but I missed again, so it'd be 18. So the window to land this is actually very, very tight. I even missed it again. Like, again, it's very situational, and you have to be super good at it. There we go. No, I got it wrong again. I wish there was, like, instant, like, restart. It's like I have to, like, literally Tiger Knee the super. Jesus Christ. That's why you don't really see the super ever, because of its inconsistency and its overall chances of landing it, like, super strict. I'll even make him parry it too. If he doesn't parry it, that doesn't mean anything. You can literally block it anyway. All right, we're gonna have to do this like regular. Oh Lord, Ryu, please. I'm not getting my medium. There we go. Well, he parried it because I mistimed it. See, it's just, see? This just is very inconsistent. Because I landed a hit, but like landing it is the issue. Yeah, I've told you. It's I'm not able to land this consistently anymore. Jesus. There we go. But look at the screen. It freaking broke. The screen had a seizure. It literally couldn't handle that. That's crazy. But if you happen to parry and you get it, then you got it. But if you miss, your opponent can parry, but most likely it's safer to block because you're just as punishable. So there's those issues dealing with this super. And it's the second smallest, but it's the worst. Now his best super is what I described again before, is just X copy. There's not much that you could really say or do much more about this super other than the fact that you could do stuff like this. Oh Lord, Ryu, please stop being Daigo for a second. Okay. Alright. You could do that, but there's very specific combos and or scenarios where you could do the cancel and then get some type of combo out of it. I'm not super pro at this game. I've watched it, and I don't even see 12 land these combos in a real match anyway, so they're just very whatever. They're just not great. This is still his better super overall, and what you'll probably see 12 players I've only used, or at least 1 to 3, never 2. And if it's 2, it's only for this specific purpose. Wait, can I not super cancel out of this? Okay. What reaches? I guess this, right? I wish there was a restart. There's no restart here, huh? No. I have to wait for the super to end. And if you wonder why 11 sounds all gurgly or double sounding, it's because it existed with 12. If you hear it in his voice. So we'll try and combo into it, right? No. The only one that I know or kind of remember is only from Urian. But even then, it's like, it's super short. You have to be like a literal god to kind of get all the high level stuff if you know Urian combos. Which I really don't. If I remember correctly, right? It should be like out of his headbutt into this. Yeah, it's from that. Yeah, the voice thing is cool because all of them kind of have this. So this was literally 12's last combo trial, if I can remember it 100%. He literally combos into this, but the combo's super short. And it's just like this. Ugh. You're supposed to do this into jab, and that's it. Oh, this was 6M, not this anymore? Oh, that's cool. Poke, 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 poke. Okay. I don't even know how to set it up properly. I think it's just in general. It's not Urian specific, it's just... It's not really Urian specific. Like, if you just know certain characters' juggle combos in general, you can literally do everything that they can do just as 12. Urian in this game is also very good. It's mostly due to his Aegis Reflector, really, but if you know how to do all of his charges, he can literally just delete you. And if you're playing 12, well, just don't fight. Just quit. I would condone rage quitting if you're a 12 player. That's how bad it is. Let's see if I could. Dang, do I have to look this up again? Because it's just it's literally just headbutt into this. I think it's corner only. I did it mid-screen. He could do it. I just don't know if I'm doing it accurately anymore. You could just do it anywhere as Urian, but it's whatever. Hello, third viewer. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. Just describing 12 and talking about this character that had a lot of potential. Okay, so now let's go on to the bad. this super in particular is just, it has a very negative drawback, and you have to be very cognizant of that. Cognizant is being like being aware. I'll just say smaller words. You have to be aware of that super's drawbacks. It gives you so much, right? But in anything, that super has a super negative drawback. I want to show you this. This is very important. It's his best super, but has like the worst drawback. So you have this super with Q. I was gonna try and parry it just to look cool, but I don't remember at this moment. Wait, is that the animation they use? Oh no, I thought they were reusing certain animations from one of his other moves. No, I think they are. Doesn't matter though. So when 12 is transformed in this state, his defense. Oh wow, I have 4 people here. Hello? Nice to meet everybody. I'm actually kind of thanks. Yeah, I know the 4th hit of that super's a low parry. You don't even really have to, it's only the 2nd hit actually. Look, you can block this whole super while standing until you get to this point. That's when you can block low. But literally anything else, you literally are just fine. And you could red parry this super too if you know the timing. For some reason I felt like I could red parry this only as Ken. I don't know why. I'm trying to remember the timing. But it doesn't matter though. And once you parry the last hit, then you get your punish. And if you know how to red parry, which is actually harder to... And there you go. I parried it and red parried it. If red parrying is just out of block into parry. And it's harder because the window is actually very small. But if you know how to do it, it's actually very useful in a lot of scenarios and to help save you in those cases. So any move that is multi-hitting, there is room to red parry. But I got sidetracked, so I'm sorry. But let me explain this. Let me show you the damage. This is from the video that I made. So look at the damage that 12 sustains as he gets hit by just this super. $57 damage all the way up to the E in his name. So this is the benefit that you get from when you're transformed. You get a defense buff innately. So 57 damage, and the damage goes all the way up to the E in his name. So pay attention. It goes all the way up to the T in his name. So the defense buff is actually very decent, and the damage itself, if you see right here, it was 57, now it's 41. So again, it's like not bad, it's actually really good. I would say that's a positive. But the drawback is if you know how to stall out 12 when he's transforming back. So I want you to pay attention to this now. So when 12 I'm not even gonna tell you, you're gonna have to look. Remember, 57 damage when he's just in 12, okay? Pay attention. Look closely at his... Just watch. Actually, that's the wrong super. That's actually a bad super that I can't really show because of that. I'll just show you this because it is actually very dangerous. This is Q's second super art, and it does good damage. One stock, but it's powerful. This is how much it does to 12 innately. Clear 50%. And you want to know what's worse? This is cool for Q, I'll be honest. But this is bad on the receiving end. If I remember correctly. You can actually get a combo from that. It's just the timing. It's literally just that. Oh, damn. Why am I not getting super? I'm trying to buffer it in so it's just instant. I hate this so much. There. There. So that's what he can get. Please. Thank you. So Q can actually get that type of thing. This is just general. He could do this against anybody. And that's 91 damage. The super innately does 50% to 12. And he can get like 60 or maybe like 25% more off that last punch. It's cool, but not good for 12. So this is now where I cry. Pay attention. Well, this is gonna take a second, so I will also mention a good positive. 12's overall base damage, as weak as it is, it gets buffed because he changes to the character. So this does, his jab did 4. This does 6. Alright, be ready. Here you go. $100. Oh God! Why? That's one of the biggest drawbacks to that super. I don't even know what to say. Oh, Jesus Christ. If you know how to stall out 12 or the 12 doesn't get a knockdown, he is dead. He will literally die by anything while he's changing back into 12. If you catch him during the transformation phase, he will die because time doesn't stop, the characters don't stop moving, so it's just safe. He's just stuck to die. And you want to know what's worse? This is very specific, but a character could touch a death him for this. And it's only Akuma from what I know. Akuma has a secret super in here, which is only possible if he has full bar. Besides his Raging Demon, it's this super, the Misogi super. Misogi? I don't want to say it, it's whatever this super is, right? Remember how it did 115 damage before? Well, while 12 is Akuma, of course my attacks are just godlike, right? Everything I got all Akuma's brokenness. I'm an S tier character now. I don't know, he's not really S tier, but he's just like super good, right? Well, if Akuma just, if I'm fighting in a mirror match, this happens, right? I know a way to do it, and you know what? Actually, we'll do this right. I'll do this in reverse. Easier for me, right? So Akuma has a taunt. This buffs all of his tools or specials by like a good chunk. So if Akuma has a taunt stock on you, he 12 will die in one hit. All right, here, just watch. Well, I did it wrong, but But see, look, if you know how to knock him down while he has 0 meter, he's forced to change back. Meaning, if you did something before, like say this super, he's knocked down, he gets up, he changes back to 12, and you do whatever, he's dead for it. He could probably get a Raging Demon off of it too. Well, he's in the air, so probably not, right? He's punishable, but he's also just gonna die. So I could show you the touch of death. Just let me see. I have to time it, of course, right? But it's just the fact that this happens, and Kuma has a ton as well, right? So here, look. There he goes. He died in 1 hit. 206 damage. Dude, this is just off of a taunt, right? But it's just the, again, it's the fact that 12 has additional damage while he's turning back into 12. It's because it's switching the models, but it's the reason why it's so long. It's because he's switching the models back into 12. It's just, it's punishable when the time doesn't stop. It's like Inagariyuki in Guilty Gear Strive. If time didn't stop him putting the mask back on, he'd be a much worse character, because the moment you block any super or he turns off Blood Rage, he's just there doing nothing but putting his mask back on. If time didn't stop, because time does stop when he's doing it, because it makes him at least safe and just not stupid. 12 doesn't have that. He's just stupid. So if he's just sitting there, he will take additional damage. No matter what you do, the super will force him to have additional damage. It's just very sad. So again, he's airborne, technically. So Akuma has a decent amount of supers, right? So watch me do something like ultra basic, right? Look, ultra basic, and that did 40%, or like 40 damage clear cut, right? I have this combo that I was practicing with Akuma just for fun. I could probably get like 60% off this if I happen to fight a 12 and they had Super Art 3 and I had the appropriate punish for it, right? So let's see if I can, right? It's very specific. Oh wow, okay. So he's forced to get up here, right? You see? My standing heavy punch did 41 damage. Yeah, he's never been a bad character. Akuma's never been bad. The only game where he's not like super strong, he's strong, by the way, don't get me wrong, is in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because there's better characters who can do everything else. And Marvel vs. Capcom 3, because of the higher tier characters. But again, Akuma's never been like a trash character. You'll never see Akuma ever be bad. I'm trying to set it up like the combo I'm trying to do. Is 12 too short? Or do I have to like... I have to change my timing, never mind. He could do something like this, right? So watch how much this does to just 12 in general. Let me see if I can just... Yeah, let me just practice it a little bit. I have to super like immediately after. Alright, let's see if I got it. Do I have those? I'm not super good, but it's whatever. I already proved my point. This is what happened at 12. Let me see, could I? I'm more curious to see if I could Raging Demon I doubt the damage is even better. It's just the fact that he can just kind of punish for it for free. Why am I lab in 12? I like 12, but I just like to show off his flaws as a character. Alright, let's see. Look, time doesn't stop. Ah, you can just wait! It's so active for so long. The Raging Demon, you just watch yourself die. That's crazy. But you know what the funny thing is? When I was watching a YouTuber named Baffael, or Baffle, I don't know how you say his name on YouTube, he talked about what 30th, not 30th, what Street Fighter Online could have been, or what was supposed to be, was basically like the many alternate versions of Street Fighter 2, where they made proper balance changes, new supers, or just new good general tweaks to the game. And what I heard from him is that they didn't want that, or the fans didn't want that, because, oh, Street Fighter 3 is so perfect, leave it alone, blah 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 blah. No, if this was all true, which probably was, I could have had a better 12. 12 could have been a better character, or more consistent design wise, if they could have tweaked the game. But I guess the Puritans didn't want that, from what I'm hearing, of course. Like, the game is pretty good, right? But it should get balanced in most cases, especially for characters like 12 and Sean. Like, Sean is bad. He's built bad on purpose. I'm okay with that. It's just like 12 is genuinely awful. Like, I could show you this now since I'm streaming, right? They could have buffed everybody, yeah. They literally could have fixed this whole game's weird oddities. But no, the fans like saying Street Fighter 3 is super perfect. I love having Chun-Li kill me in one super. Oh, I love having the Yun having a freaking loop in the corner that takes 90% off my character. Oh, I love that so much. Oh my god, I hate those people. Okay, so, okay, let me show you, right? No, I actually need, I could show this to you as I'm playing 12. Oh. Her best super in the game, I think it's, is it Haisho Kyuken? This doesn't matter, which 12. Alright, so, you have this, right? Just let me see if this is the right super. Easy. All right. Easy bake. You could super jump cancel out of her supers for additional damage, but this is not what I'm here for. So pay attention. You see that one move? That one move 12 has that's good for spacing, right? Good for poking far away. I'm gonna set him up to parry, right? Parry at least, or at least guard, always. So he has no excuse to not block, okay? He has everything. This guy's a god. He's Daigo Umehara on steroids. He's blocking everything except taking this throw, right? Just... I'm not trying to get upset, but I am. Here, just look. You see that, right? So there's this stuff, right? And pairing this super here is fine, right? Daigo Umehara that easy. Not every human can do that. That's just off of parry. And parry innately is what is. So let's nerf him, take off the parry, right? He can block. Great, right? Perfect. So there's all these things that he could at least poke from a distance. But he has certain moves, like these, where it's literally impossible. He literally can't unless it's just only human error. Get over here. So human error maybe, right? You see this move? This decent poke? Not even decent. This little projectile of his? Negative on hit, by the way. So he has recovery there. But I guess it is human error from that video I watched. But let's see. I have to buffer it while I'm getting hit. Well, I didn't even mean to parry it, but that's everybody. If you just parry it, then he's just dead. He's a constant negative. That's what 12 is. Let me see if I can actually set it up, because I've seen this, because it's not a great move. As long as he can block, then that's cool, but I'm trying to show his innate issues. Yeah, see right there, there it is. I didn't even pause. I literally got hit, and I did the super, and I was able to land it. See? Again, he's blocking. He couldn't do anything. I guess it's only up close, like the light version, where he actually recovers like he should be. Like, period. Don't quit the game. So, I'm gonna get hit. Again, I'm not trying to parry, I'm trying to buffer it in there. It doesn't say reversal. So the light version is only his safest one, right? On block, he's safe. But if it's medium, it's built to space you out, right? But it doesn't. Like, situations fighting Chun-Li, you don't want to toss that out, because if she's aware that you could just literally take, what is that, like, literally 9 damage. Like, 9 damage, right? Let's do his medium. And it misses up close. It doesn't track. Let's keep that in mind. So I'm right here, right? Does 9 damage consistently everywhere. Yeah, I feel like they didn't test him. Or they thought he would be overpowered because of his tool set. But it's not. It's very bad. So on reaction getting hit, well, I didn't mean to parry that, but it doesn't matter. It's, you could treat it the same way. It didn't even say reversal there, so he just can't block. Oh, I was like, oh, let's go, Justin. Wait, just kidding. He just lost 64%, just took 64 damage off of him for free. And yeah, I totally agree. Like, again, he's a really cool character. But he just sucks. It's not like he has good mix-up to warrant the low damage, because he could be very annoying. He has to run, poke at you a lot, then run away and do it again. He can't oppress you because of his very weak, like, overall pressure. Because if he's not doing a throw, he can get thrown out of his pokes. So, again, that's off of his medium, right? Look how far his heavy goes, right? So, her super goes generally this far. Literally in heavy strike range. Doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. You literally can't do one of your main poke tools on purpose. Just parry it, or literally just take 9 damage just to hit him for 62 damage. Like, that makes no sense. Why is his light version with piss poor range, but the recovery the other two needed? So his furthest one, the one that is super far away, right? I'll even stand like at the max range, like right here, like right there, right? I still hit him. It's not like the rest of the super will work, but he still got hit. From max range, I could still hit him. Right here. I'm trying to buffer it in on hit. Why am I bad at doing her super? I mean, I already proved my point before, but it doesn't change anything I just showed. Yeah, you get punished for hitting your opponent. So Dudley, Chun-Li, I don't think anybody with a projectile can really do it because it's not super fast. But it's generally the same thing. It's especially like you're fighting the top tier characters a lot in this game. I'm not saying like you'll see mostly everyone but this character, but if you're fighting a Chun-Li, your main tool of keeping her out is just useless. Especially if she parries it, she also has just nothing to really fear about this. But see, the thing is about 12 though, right? Let me pick this move, right? I guess Ryu, right? See, the main gimmick, and since you're here, Sano, this is what I was showing to Isaac in the chat. So when you see this here, this is due to a super cancel gimmick. Most characters can super jump cancel certain moves. So this glide gets amplified in terms of pressure for it. But you want to know what the issue is? If he's not doing anything, if he does instant air, like super jump, instant air dash, and he does a poke, there's not enough block stun to do this. He doesn't have a tick throw. All of it just literally puts him so far outside of range for him to do a throw. And if he wants to try and do a button, he might be too negative to even do a button. If I could set him up to throw, I probably could, but it's like so unreliable. I'd have to show it in a real match, but I have match footage of this, and on and just kind of watching it too. And the thing of, and since you came, I don't know when you came, but when he has Super Art 2, the super jump cancel becomes better, but it's still his worst super. This is my other main here, the other one that's coming to Street Fighter 5. I love Oro so much. 1 second, I'm about to sneeze. I'm back. Yeah, right? Yeah. That's kind of how it be and how it is. So, I love 12 so much for a lot of reasons. And the fact that he could kind of do all this stuff is cool, but it's just like he's just an awful character. In most cases, like, he'll literally people unironically saying his Super Art 3 is better because you play a better character. You literally become whatever you choose to do anything. And I looked punishable there, but it's like it's so bad. And it hurts a lot because of it makes him an unnecessary hard character to learn because of the staggering, and thank you for the bless you, but the overall staggering levels of this game's mountain of tech and utility every other character has. You'll never find any new tech for characters like 12. I mean, arguably, I think I found something new, but I don't know. Japanese players probably found this before I did and never made a forum about it, or it's in some Japanese website back in 2008 or 2003 or whatever. I don't know. It's just many aspects of 12 is so bad. And no joke, when 11 got announced for Street Fighter 5, just it made me cry. I liked 12, and the fact that he's just in the game, or at least looming to the game, it made me happy. And I like looking at 11. I don't know why. Just seeing it makes me happy. I even have a mod in Street Fighter 5 for his model to be on any other character in the game. So I get the satisfaction of playing 11 of some kind. Yeah, 12 is funny in most cases. He's just kind of a like goofy character. Speaks in binary code, but can also is capable of speech. Yeah, I like 11. Like, since you came a little late, I described how much 12 meant to me briefly. Like, he was my first actual main in this game before I played Q and Oro. 11 model on Dan, or 11 model on Seth, who I do play in Street Fighter 5. So it works out for me. But 12 doesn't have a lot of super canceling normals, or they just don't like really do much. And most moves, like his main tool, like these, are negative on hit, except the light version. But yeah, I main Q. I like Q because he looks cool and he's just kind of a fun character to play. I like playing him and Oro, and both of them are in Street Fighter 5. At least when it comes to Q's case, it's technically G, but it makes me happy at least. So when you have this whole type of situation, you don't. I love this loop a lot. I hope this loop is in Street Fighter 5. I don't know if they'll let it be, because there is additional loops to it. I'm just not super good at it. Yeah, Q's amazing. Because there's certain ways of knowing how to charge with Oro. Because you could do... I think I have to do this, right? I think I almost had it. Whoa. It's something like this, or you have to be like, you know how to charge and transition into this and get something else out of it. It's not easy though. Yeah, like Oro's able to move. Let me see, am I actually really negative there? Because if I am, that's actually kind of bad. I'd have to do like maybe a sweep to get them far away from me. Yeah, one sec. I'm back. I'm just doing something else. I'll still probably do all this, just probably not speak as often unless I'm fully able to. One sec. Yep, it looks like I'm punishable even after the throw, so that's kind of bad. uh, I'd actually would have to find out what situations I can make that transformation safe. Because if I can't, then that's actually just makes his best super still kind of bad. I wouldn't even know how to describe it. So, do I need like a good hard knockdown? I can't hard knockdown without super, so there's that. So, S12. What can I... Because I'm still transforming back into 12, so I can't block or do anything. I'll have to do like a... I'll probably have to sweep. Well, we'll check that out. Oh, police 12. Give me an answer. Okay, we're gonna sweep and see. Let me make sure I can put like, let's just say always guard. Let me do that instead. Okay. Always guard and parry on. If only, right? Alright, let's see if I'm able to get anything or just nothing at all. No. He's still punishable, even after sweep, so... So that's bad. My best option is, if I happen to fight Oro, it would have to be back throw, because I get the distance. Unless Oro's godlike dash could just kind of negate the progress anyway. Oh, that's bad. We're gonna find answers though. Let's just see. Oh yeah, he's parrying everything. Okay, so after I back throw, we'll do that. Oh, I couldn't back throw in time. Alright, here we go. Get ready. Parry on, guard always, record. Nope. I would have to back throw. To be at least safe when it comes to fighting Oro. And that's really it. What else? That's like so very character specific. It's like no character can kind of like rush in on them after a back throw, so that's fine, I guess. it's still thinking of like, I mean, it still might leave him in a negative position depending on most cases, because some characters can get it real fast. I'm actually gonna be upset. Let me see this real quick. I'm thinking. This would suck. So what's her back throw? It literally leaves him in the distance. Oh boy, I'm actually not looking forward to this. Let's go, Justin. Alright, here we go. Record. Alright, back throw. Alright, here we go. 12 just back through me, and he's now about to turn back into 12. Oh my god, I'm literally able to get in, but that's not what I wanted. Alright, let's do this real quick. And record. Alright, now we just gotta wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, here we go, and record. Back throw, replay, everything. Now I'm gonna just do super. No! Why, dude? That... that's so lame. I mean, the rest of the super won't land, but that still sucks. Imagine that's Evo Grand Finals and you just lost that much health and just everything happens. I'm so mad. So back throw doesn't save him versus Chun-Li. Sweep definitely won't, because of how I would have to look, but it's very specific. But even then, that's not great. So, oh, that's so bad. Okay, so Chun-Li's just, what's that word I'm looking for? Gifted. So 12, what else could he be decent on back throw? Because Chun-Li gets in. Off of back throw, that move gives her so like tremendous amount of like get in. This would be the same for Urian too, actually, if he has Tyrant Slaughter, of course. But again, like Aegis Reflector might have an answer too, because you can shift its distance. And this is his own creation. Yeah, gifted. Alright, let's look. And record. Replay. His back throw leaves him so close. So it literally 12 is just punishable if he back throws. This is his neutral throw. Leaves him super close. His forward throw is the same as his back throw, so he literally can't throw him to save his life. So we're gonna just back throw with 12 and just wake up Aegis Reflector, combo something, because I don't know any Urian combos like that. But he was able to parry it because this is slow. But if I did anything else, he most likely is just not able to. So, record. His forward throw and back throw are literally the same. They're good. And it leads into an unblockable scenario because he could do this. I just need to hop over to make it a cross-up. If he just crosses up, he's fine. Okay. So. Record. And back throw. Replay. Not replay for him, but for me. He's punishable. I could literally just do this without Aegis Reflector. But you know what the funny thing is? I've seen a combo where he could just whiff an Aegis Reflector, take the time during the Super Freeze to charge, and get in. So on and so forth. You would... There's definitely some... Definitely... I can't speak because I'm numb. But there's ways for Urian to just answer with anything in that scenario if 12 doesn't make himself safe. So for me or any other 12 players would not have to get away from you, or you have a good back throw like Oro's to just give me the space that I need to just be fine. Urian just works. Yes, he does. And that's one of his supers, and the other one is his best super. So there's that. Most characters in this game, you could probably like get in on him anyway, based off of like back throw. About to sneeze again. Sorry, I'm so sorry. That was completely I was trying to mute my mic. I didn't get it in time. And the mic was so close to my face too. I am so sorry. Again, I'm so sorry. About to sneeze again, actually. And I have time to mute. Alright, we're good. Wrong super. Let's see Dudley's back throw, right? I know it's like in the mic and it's in people's ears or TVs. I wouldn't want that. So what is Dudley's back throw? Oh, I might be safe. Probably dash in, corkscrew blow. Or probably like, what's this move? Maybe. It's like, it's still, like, look at the stun that I get off of these. Like, 12 takes so, like, little to get stunned. It's actually bad. Jesus. So, let's see how much few hits that this just takes, right? Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But even that is just 4 and then maybe a couple of jabs and he's literally stunned. Yeah, Dudley is scary. That's the thing. So let's see dash corkscrew blow and see if this gives him something, or just this too, because the damage again is amplified because of him changing back into 12. So replay, normal, human, idle. Let's just do this as 12 real quick. And the sad part is Dudley's rose doesn't fly out of his hands. He only just does this. I would love for it to launch so it has the same like corner pressure, but okay. So I'm a back throw with 12. And go. I'm right there, right? So it wouldn't reach. So in that specific situation, 12 is safe. But let's say if Dudley happened to have Super Art 2, his Rolling Thunder, right? It's of course Rocket Uppercut, Rolling Thunder. His Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder actually could be manipulated, I think, distance-wise, depending on the strength of the punch. Right here, that's light. No, I think it's the same. Okay. Rolling Thunder is actually not that bad. Especially when you land it on 12. But if 12 is airborne... Let me see. Yeah, it probably wouldn't work. The first initial hit would probably be like the strongest point, but let's find out and see, right? We were on record. Let's go to replay real quick. All right. So off a back throw, it is pretty far. His forward throw is literally the same thing. So he's full screen. He shouldn't be able to do anything to me. No matter the super. I would be safe in a Dudley match. Record. He'd be close, but he'd be punishable. And him dashing would just make him like super negative, because the moment he dashes in, it's not like it's a 0 frame super either, so I'm literally okay. If it's like, if I back throw in the corner, that would be my demise. I would have to forward throw as Dudley to, if I back is towards the corner, back throw is not the option. Forward throw is the option. If I'm vice versa, here would be the option. Because of the pushback or throwback. So at least in Chun-Li's case, because she's gifted, she could kind of get in and not care about the throw range at all. Especially depending on how slow a character is. I think Hugo just can't respond to anything I do. But then again, I wouldn't use X copy versus Hugo. I'd actually use his first super. And also, since actually, because I didn't get to mention this earlier. No, I did, but I didn't show it off in like practice because I made a video on it. But it's good to kind of show it off here. So through my many times of testing, the video that I made showed off Q's Super Art 2 versus Super Art 1 versus 12 due to the damage it does to just him. If anyone did see that video, they would know that if the taunts that Q has makes his overall defense even greater. So let me show you real quick. Q can stack his taunts up to 3 times, and they give him just basic buffs. So my jab did 4, right? Let me re-record that. And now go to replay. Yeah, never let Q taunt 3 times. Yeah, it happens, but he actually gets more defense than Hugo does. He actually has the most health in the game, when he has 3 taunts. So now my jab did 4, it does 2. Literally just nothing. This is just a fly or a bee sting. This just literally is irrelevant. All my normals just literally just do nothing. So this matchup, if Q gets any taunt, 12 will probably be... It's dumb. Sorry again for the whole like sneezing and noises coming from my face. It's the best taunt in most cases because of its utility or the rewards he gets out of it. You can use it for a free knockdown. He actually could combo or cancel out of it for an optimal Q taunt combo. But see, it's worse for 12 because the damage just... He already doesn't do anything. This does nothing to help the match. Other characters could at least still give him sustainable amount of damage to make things count. I literally would have to do only heavies to make any significant dent in that defense increase. So, that's me being long-winded, but from the video that I made, I will tell you the rundown. When 12 changes into Q in any point, my general form of defense increase. So look at this real quick and record. This is it's fine, right? You have his medium punch. Let's focus on the most damaging normal. Medium punch does 10 damage. His heavy punch does 15. So 10, 15 from medium to heavy. So when 12 changes back, the damage is now 14, 20. 14, 20. So from before, it was significantly less than it is now. So let me show you. From his most big boy super, this does exactly 50% to 12 right here. Well, I wouldn't say exactly 50%, maybe 30%. Any lower than that, he's dead. So you have this in mind. Let me re-record again. There. Replay. Yeah, that looks like 50%, like up close. It doesn't matter though, right? So this is 73%, like 3 damage. And he can get an additional punch out of it. So the damage is very good on that super against 12. So when 12 changes into Q, his innate defense buff is there. So it does 73 before. It does this now. 55. Significantly less than 73. So that's still kind of nice in the general sense of his defense increase. But this is... So I was going to make more videos on it, but I have to actually like look up to see if they stack and if they could still stay on your character, like Q and Hugo. So if 12 is in a mirror match with Q, they reap the same benefits on a knockdown, right? So 12 can do this. And now from 55 damage to this. 34 damage. That's much less when Q or Q12, let's say that, it gets all 3 taunts. But remember how it did 73 before? Look at how much it does now. 45. And the reason because the Q taunts stay on your character regardless. So that means the defense buff carries over to 12, giving him more HP than he ever did before. That's good. That's actually really nice. I found that out. I never saw a video, anyone talking about it, ever. So I'm like, oh, I'll be the first. Yes, it stacks when it's over. So it stays. So if he does this again, like, the taunts won't really make his damage be ultra less or anything. It will still be 34. And once he goes back into 12, the damage he will sustain, it will be fine. Yeah, I'm glad I found that out. And that's the thing, though. I'm like, okay, it gives his Super Art 3 more can I say credence? I guess more, it's more valuable in some cases. But again, it's very matchup dependent. And you have to land it. And you have to do it. You have to work for it. I'm glad you find it interesting. I did as well. But so, 34 again. And this does 45. Not 50 or 73% of his HP gone. It's all here. So it's good. It's a good find. But it's only for, like, say, Hugo versus 12. The other characters have specific uses of theirs. Or if they could stack or stay. The thing is, 12 again lacks damage. So if he happens to fight somebody that has good damage, it can only get better damage if he happens to taunt. He could do stuff like this, right? So we already know 12's damage isn't great. That's 5, that's 10, 11. Again, this is like different health to each character, but there's that, right? I don't know if you saw what I was describing about earlier, Isaac. In case if you were, I just went over the cool tech I found for 12. Jeez. Yeah, that's cool for what it is, and that's why V-Shift in 5 is gonna change the game and change how pressure works because of its utility. Again, it's not like brain dead easy to use it. That's why you have to think about it and commit to it. So let me show this now. This was gonna be for the second video, but it'd be super short because at that point I'd have to be kind of showing 11's basic, I'm putting that in big air quotes here, basic combos. And I don't even need to do anything for Akuma, I just need him to be here. I just realized I have the wrong super. Kill me. Oh, it's okay. Sano, I'll be here streaming this whole time, and it will just be here for the archives. So you don't have to worry. You being here, it makes me very thankful. And I'm happy you are here. Or you are going to be here. I will do my best. Just everything that I'm labbing here will be here for me anyway, so any new fightings that I find or information that I could show off will all just be in one stream, so I don't have to make small videos about it anymore. This was a stream I was planning for soon anyway, so I'm glad I could do this now. Okay, so this was supposed to be in the video that I was gonna make, but it would be super short. Like I described before earlier in the stream, I would basically have to do a 12 combo video on certain situations because of this. So Akuma's taunt is that it carries over to 12, but unlike Q's and Hugo's, they don't stack or carry over. So the issue is 12 gets a one-shot chance to do real character damage off of basic things. So his jab does 4 naturally to, let's say, Q, right? And does 2 on his taunts. This jab will now do to Akuma 7. Akuma's jab to 12 is 4. That's his close jab. That's his far jab. So that one time, 12 can do a more heavy hitting jab than Akuma. Just saying, that's kind of interesting, right? And the sad part is, it doesn't stack. It goes away after one use. He does, what, more jab than, like, more jab damage than Akuma anyway, but it's still something to kind of keep in mind. His medium does 12 to Akuma. I don't need to actually really play Akuma. I just need to keep showing you this. And I don't even think whiffing it will matter. I could test it now anyway, since I have you guys here. So I'm not sick or anything. It's just like, I think it's like allergy season for me. All right, we just did a taunt with 12. That jab, that close medium punch, did 12 to Akuma. This would do 17. Not bad, but it's still very good. And plus, this is cancelable into super. Oh, well, I'm thinking he has first super art. He doesn't have that. Damn. So at least he can't really combo except to this, and that's it. If he does any other version, it won't like do anything. So this medium punch of his that did 17 damage to Akuma, well, we'll see what happens. It would suck if the buff goes away if he whips a button, because that'd just kind of make it much more pointless. Alright, let's get that taunt in. So 17, 23 off of like a little simple conversion. And he can't super out of it because he doesn't have the other super or any other stocks. So it's kind of a done combo at that point. Let me see if they go away on whiff. This actually would be nice to know. Alright. We just did the taunt. 17. Alright, it doesn't go away on whiff. So there's that. That's not too bad. But what else could he do? Not much else. That's the sad part. When it comes to Akuma, that's it. It's like all of his basic general damage. Even his worst moves just does more damage. It's not like Akuma could actually punch him for it, unless he could Raging Demon, but I doubt. It's slow, so it wouldn't reach. It shouldn't. So this, let's just show, because the damage is consistent. This does 10 damage to Akuma all the time, no matter where he is. So when he's transformed, all of his specials get buffed except throws. So keep that in mind. So once this is done, you'll see here shortly. I wish I could just kind of like speed the timing up, but this isn't an emulator. Alright, so 10 damage before. Let's see what it does now. 15. 5 extra damage. Not bad. Pretty good. So that's genuinely it. The only thing I would have to probably show for the video, if I did make it, would just all the different like stray hits of damage 12 would get on hit after each buff. That'd be it. Well, I'll be right back. Gonna take a quick piss real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. But we just saw that the taunts, at least to 12, do carry over to his main character. It's just these stack onto him. The only one is particular. I'm slurring my words for some reason. Hugo has two versions of his taunt. So the thing about Hugo is he's a grappler, right? So any basic throw, let's say his back throw, does 25. If he holds the taunt, it does more. And this is only to him because he's a grappler, so it buffs all of his throws. But if he just taps it, this is just the defense buff. So he could stack this up to, what, 2 or maybe 3 times like Q. But the defense isn't as huge as Q. So there's that to keep in mind. So this buffs all of 12's throws if he happens to do this. But they don't stack, and they don't stick to his character. This was actually a video that I was going to do like for part 2, but I just dropped the concept. Because I'm like, I don't know if any of them would be... I mean, I might do it anyway, for the sake of convenience, because it's kind of good to have all of them in bite-sized pieces anyway. So, we'll see for the future. Just cracking my back. Replay. So again, the general defense buff. $15, 19, and 15. Let me actually start over, right? Let's change the characters and properly show this off, right? It's best if I do this, so you kind of see it all from like raw. So for 12, him getting hit would be like this from just a basic Hugo. Generally, his neutral throw does 18. His forward throw does 25. His back throw does the same. If he does the taunt, back throw and forward throw do 32. But if he does the forward throw again, it doesn't stay. So it's a one-time use for the throw. So this neutral throw did 18. Now it does 20. You can mash out of it, but it's still the concept generally being the same. All of his throws get buffed, and this is his super. Well, the basic throw is 38, right? If he does this, it does 48. So it's even better. This is his super. $92 to $12. That's kind of rough. So if he happens to get this off, 92 to 12. Keep that in mind. 110. So even greater. So now that we have that in mind, all of his throws get buffed, but it just for a one-time use after initiating the longer taunt. If he wants the defense increase, he just needs the quick one. I showed a lot of his throws off, so this is kind of the thing here. So let's show you this next. In a Hugo scenario, it'd be like this. This does 18 naturally, 14 damage. This did 25 to 12. This does 19. So, kind of cool. This is 28 to 12. This did 110 if he did the taunt throw. And at least 97, if I'm correct, to 12 without the taunts. This is 69. And what's worse, if you if you time it better, and since that super is long, that's also a drawback, because there's a chance where you just kind of turn back into 12 and you just get eaten up by his air throw. So what else can I say? When 12 now does taunts, let's actually go over that. They stack. So, Cord about to sneeze again. Alright, I'm back. Oh, there's so much dust in the air. Alright. So now 12 has the buff. So this did 18 before. 14 like it did to Hugo. It did 25, now it does 20. This does 31 now. This did 97. Now it does 74. Now if I do the buff, it does 38. Oh, wait, how did that happen? Oh, I ran out of time. $88, not 110. So at least he still carries that. But when 12 has that. Now the only thing is, if I'm correct, let's see, right? I just did all 3 taunts and then the taunt to do the buffed throw. So does all 4 of those taunts I just did stack, except the throw, of course, because it goes away no matter what. So let's do record. This neutral throw did 18. There's 14. So the defense is still there, right? So we now know this. Let's do this as well, just in case. $69. So where 69 is just the standard, not with the taunt buff. So at least when it comes to 12, the defense is still there. This is the throw. Let's do forward throw. That's his most damaging throw. On Hugo, this does 11 damage. Now the throw, sorry, the buff is now gone. So sorry again. It did 11. It still does 11. So let's do his neutral throw without mashing. Does 7. So now we know that. There's so many things that you have to kind of look over or keep in mind. I'm so bad at this. Okay, we'll just keep doing Hugo's command throw for a better measuring stick in terms of damage. Oh lord. Ah, my nose is so itchy. Alright. It does 28. Hello. Okay. Does 21. Actually, we're gonna have to refresh the characters. This is the process. This is the process. Record. Alright. Does 38 to 12. $28 to Hugo 12. So 38 to 12 when it comes to command grab damage from Hugo. We're gonna double check that as well, just in case. Oh, please, Hugo, come on. Yep, 38. So you just said, Isaac. Yeah, it happens. That's why you need to practice, kind of like getting your inputs down. But you'll get it soon. And now 12's throws. It does 15 damage to Hugo. So 38-12 just by the basic command grab from Hugo. And 15 for forward and back throw from 12. So now let's do the taunts. So this is good. 38 is from the last, from just basic 12. So we'll actually see from 38 to what? So now the taunts carry over to 12. 31. So it does 31 damage. And it stacks. So it's not like it's going to go away. So now let's see. It's 31 before. So let's do this again, right? Now the big one. Now we just stacked the 4 of his taunts. Or at least we might have to do it 2 times or whatever. Whatever the max for Hugo is, we just did it. When now with his throw. So again, 31 is 12's basic one. And it's funny, from what this looks like here now, 28, is this still 28? Or did it go back to 31? Oh, that's an interesting little... Okay, so from what this looks like is 12 can do the taunts as Hugo and overall buff 12 regardless over time anyway. So before it was 31. After this now it's 28. So if I do the taunts again, it'll even be less damage. So they just kind of look like they stack infinitely. From what this is, right? But now we could see his throws to Hugo. They're 15 by base 12. They don't change. Unless, let's see real quick, if we just do the regular one, right? Does this actually stack infinitely? If it does, that's actually kind of cool. I mean, it's not like it's going to happen in a real match, but that would be kind of funny. So 28 before after doing the taunt stack 2 times. Nope, that's the only max. It doesn't go lower than this or higher or whatever. So from what it looks like, actually let's not mash. So 10. That's just 10 damage. And 15 for forward throw. We just did the throw taunt. Let's see now. This is a lumbering man, dude. Alright, forward throw. 19 damage. So it looks like the taunts don't all equally stack. They just negate the throw taunt. So it does 19. Does it stay? Nope. After that, it is gone. So the neutral throw itself does 10 damage. I wish I could make this go a little faster in training mode. So it does 10 neutral throw. Does 13. And that's it. It's not like he can even reap the benefits from that too much. So if you wanted to do the throw, that's like 12's other optimal punish in general. It would be 19 for one time. But again, I really wouldn't pick this for Hugo matchups. I mean, it might be okay for the defense increase, but I don't know. I'd probably just pick Super Art 1 for the OTG property, but that's it. Since we found out that the taunts stack regardless, I'm curious to see now if we could do this twice and just see how much 12 overall defense can get from fighting Q. Even though it's unrealistic and this won't ever happen 2 times in a match, this would be kind of fun to look at. So, let's see. So after the first taunt, 12's overall defense increases from Super Art 2. Oh, Super Art 2 is not even freaking recorded. It does 45 on its own without the follow-up. So let's do it again. About to sneeze again. Okay, I'm back. Oh, jeez. Okay. So 45. What is this now? Nope, still the same. Unlike Hugo's, it seems like you could stack twice, while Q's can't. That'd be actually kind of funny if I was able to kind of like make this do like 10 damage or something, because I could stack it twice. Well, now we know. Doesn't change anything. Now, the other character's taunts, either they stack or they stay, is very specific. And thanks to the power of Google, I actually could look this up. Because some people took the time to write down what they do. Let me see real quick. Do that. Street Fighter. There we go, taunt. Okay, taunts, Street Fighter 3. So Alex's, we're gonna do Alex's next, since it's in order of like names. So Alex's taunt increases attack power. This can be stacked up to the maximum of 4 times. Right, so for 12, if that's the case, that should mean even in 12's case, it should still stay on him regardless. No defense increase, just attack increase. So let's do, what is 12's most damaging normal? His jumping heavy punch does 14 to Alex. So let's taunt and do 1 rep each time. So it did 14 before, and we'll know if it's just stacks. And if it's a one-time use, we'll also know. So if it's a one-time use, then that's unfortunate, but that'd be kind of interesting. Okay, so 14, 16. Does it still stay at 16? That's the question. No. It's only like a 1-hit power boost. Alright, so... Okay. So let's do the taunt 2 times. So we did 1, 2. So before it did 16 to the first one. Let's see what it does after doing 2 taunts. So it's going from 14, 16. If it goes up to 18, I'm gonna laugh. 8. So 14, 16, 18, 20, and then be 22 if we get max, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22. So let's see if this hits 22, then we wouldn't have to do the rest of the other taunts prior. If it does more, then we'll just check it out. It did 19, not 22, but okay. It's still it's a one-time use though. Actually, let me see. Does it do more damage? It's actually kind of the same, just 1% off. But okay, so the buff goes away. Does this taunt also buff throws? Let me just waste it. There we go. Alright, so what is his throws basic to, Alex? 16. Yeah, 16 consistently. Okay, we got it. Hyper bomb. There's still like all these minor applications you would still have to. I hate that I touch my mic like that. Like you probably could apply to these, but I don't know. We'll still have to find out and see. Alright, so 16. 18. So it does buff everything in Alex's arsenal. Because he's kind of like a brawler too. So he could do hits and throws. And he has a couple of command grabs. But okay. So it buffs everything entirely. That's good. I don't know if it buffs supers, but the only super 12 has is a transformation super, so it's not like you can really do much past that anyway. So there's that. We already did Akuma's earlier, so I don't have to really care. Chun-Li actually has 4 different taunts and they're random. And I'll read them off to you here real quick. Chun-Li's taunts. Increase Chun-Li's stun gauge recovery. This effect can be stacked up to the maximum 3 times. Other bonuses can be bestowed based on what she does. 1, if she cracks her neck and says, I can't say that in Japanese, it says, you are pathetic. Her attack power increases for all moves, not throws. If she rubs her shoulder, her defense increases. If she arches her back and stretches her hips, both of her attack and defense power increase.
Prepare to strike. Now.
So, the question is now, do they actually stay to 12? This is probably still 12's worst matchup, especially since he can't safely, like, get away from Chun-Li, like, during his change back. So let's see what this says. Ew, let me just, like, I like this color, but let me just stick with white. Let's keep it simple. Since her taunts are all random, the general stun recovery can be stacked up to 3 times. Crap, no, never mind. They're all random. So if she gets the first taunt, it's whatever, right? Okay, let's see. The first one is boosting all attack power minus throws. Did the app crash? Okay, I was about to say. They're all random, so I actually would have to factor in a lot of things. Doing a video on Chun-Li actually would be possible, though. It'd just take me forever. Okay, so Chun-Li's basic taunt, and when she just yawns, is a buff to stun gauge recovery, meaning her stun actually does recover decently fast, right? Oh, not like that, please. Normal. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we'll do that much, and her taunt would sorry, naturally decrease. We'll just have her record taunt. This is actually gonna take a second. And she cracked her neck, meaning her attack power increases and not her throws. Geez, 3 times in a row? Did these stack 3 times? Okay, let's do the taunt. And then that. At least because it gives me a button for a follow-up. Okay. Not exactly what I wanted. Let's do it again. One taunt, mash, medium. Okay. This is gonna take forever, isn't it? Who? Text? I don't know. I'm not looking at that right now. I'm trying to focus on the stream. God, I'm getting hungry. Okay. So overall, I wish I could just restart too, because it would help with all this here. So 16. So when she just does this, her stun recovery actually gets improved. Let's just get this close to stun. She cracked her neck. Cracking her neck, boost the damage. So 21. So when she cracks her back, her attack power also increases as well as her defense. Okay, so naturally the damage is 16 from her medium punch. It is 21 if she gets neck crack or back crack. That's easier to remember. 21. This just buffs, so just yawn. So shoulder rub increases her defense. So just did that, right? So I guess the recovery doesn't go too fast. Jeez, Chun-Li is gonna be... Yeah, she might have to be a video of her own. This could be for part 2. Actually, I might come back to her later. This is gonna take me forever to do it though, because they're all random. Okay, so after Chun-Li, Dudley's, we'll skip if they just are not really worth it, right? So for Dudley, increases Dudley attack power, excluding throws. The Rose can hit his opponent also. Can be thrown at a time at the taunt, whatever. So the taunt itself, it lacks the Rose follow-up though. Jesus. So does the attack power stack? That's the next question. We'll do his command normals. His forward heavy punch or forward fierce. Or forward round, I don't know what they say. Please heal, please heal, please heal. Okay, 25. Taunt. So this does 20, and this does 16, and they don't stack. So everything else is just whatever, right? This now does 32. I'll just probably do this one. $18. Now this goes back to 16. So they're just one-hit wonders at this point. So nothing much to say about Dudley's. What about Elena? Elena's taunt increases the stun damage of Elena's moves. This effect can be stacked up to a maximum of 4 times. It can also hit the foe twice. Once they're in the sweep, and again when she lifts herself up. Her taunt has 2 follow-ups because she could do that. Since it doesn't hit 12, like that in the corner, it's whatever. Oh, just a nice character. Okay. So it increases the stun of each. Wait, what? Did I just get that much stun off of this? Oh, it does work. Let me see. And 12 has bad, like, stun intake. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm not even sick. That's the annoying part. Oh, jeez. It also hits the photo. I mean, it might not like even stack. It might be like a one-hit thing too. So the stun damage gets buffed, right? Jesus. So it does 17. This does 20. 17. Okay. So it doesn't stack. We know this now. Oh, jeez. So what is my most damaging stun move? 15. 15. 15. Okay. It's my heavy punch. 15 stun. So 15 regularly, and this can get stacked up to 4 times. Jeez. So 15 before. Oh, I wasn't even looking at the stun. I'm so dumb. Does 15. Oh, wow. Never mind. 15 to 17. So let's do the max and see what it looks like on 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. The stun is 22. Okay. This does 15. 15 stun. Four. All right, let's see what this looks like now. All right, so 15 to now 26. At 26, it goes back down to 15. And his stun actually got improved because he literally can't do the exact same amount of stun. Like, once this goes away, I'll show you. Look at the stun bar. Like, not bad, right? That's off of his heavy, by the way. Just in case. I feel like I did 3, not 4. Alright. Now we have this. Even greater, and it's 26. You'll rarely, next to probably never see stun, 12 stun someone, so. There's that. We don't have access to Gil, so it doesn't matter. Hugo's taunt, we already talked about this, but I'll read it to you here. Increases Hugo's defense power. This effect can be stacked up to a maximum of 4 times. Additional effects can be dependent on the input. 1. Tapping the button increases Hugo's attack power for all moves excluding throws. Holding the button increases Hugo's attack power for all throws. So it's not. No, Hugo's defense power can be stacked. So tapping it increases. I'm so confused because I know you can tap it, and I've always been tapping it. I'm so confused. So he gets an additional defense, but also an attack increase. So okay, we're gonna bring Hugo back. Let's look at that real quick. All right, let's see. So holding it gives him the throw buff. Him attack. Okay, so we're gonna do my heavy normal again. 14. So tapping it. 4. 4 or that's 5. Doesn't matter. It caps at 4. Tapping the buttons increases Hugo's attack power for all moves, excluding throws. So does this stack. His defense stacks. That's already an innate taunt from his thing. If the attack increase stays. So I did 14 off of my close heavy. 16. 14. Okay, attack doesn't stack, but the defense stays. Okay. Alright. If you hold it, you get it on all of them, excluding throws. And we already did that before, knowing it's a one-hit wonder. So, staying power is not that great. I mean, it helps, like, the minor buffs help, but it's just like weighing your options against a certain character too can also give you, at least to me, an additional option on picking that super. And you still have to go for the taunt anyway, so. Okay, so for Ibuki, it increases attack power only if the taunt lands. So we're gonna do the heavy again. It does 18 damage to Ibuki. Jeez, I forgot how good her walk speed is. And it does I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we did 18 to Ibuki. We just did the taunt. So it was gonna go from 18 to 26. Does it stay? 18. Nope. It stacks for 1. Okay. But it's still something for like a one-hit use, so there seems to be a pattern here. Okay. I guess now to freaking Ken. This is gonna be something to stick through. Really doesn't matter, I just need him here for the transformation. So this buffs attack power, excluding throws. So 16. Just in case. It doesn't stack, I'm just doing it to waste time. Now let's see. 21, does it stay? 16, okay. So it seems like attack power increases seems to never really be anything that actually just really stays. Alright, what about Makoto? The waifu. Let me see. I don't think it matters. Alright, so for Makoto, increases stun gauge recovery in addition to increased attack power for all moves, excluding throws. The increase depends on how long the buttons are held, which determines how many actions Makoto will perform. The first action will hit the opponent. Performing the maximum actions of 3 grants 2 attack power boost and stun gauge recovery boost. So she recovers stuns faster, and her damage can stack. So let's say We'll do the stun. I guess the stun gauge recovery is innately, so is like innately built in, right? Let's see. Where's the? That's the one I'm looking for. That's it. Yo, give me this actual follow-ups, please. There. Jeez. Alright, so my overall stun. It's like, what? It doesn't really like show like combos stun wise. I guess like 17. Oh, the last hit does 17. So if she does the taunt, it's recovery. I'm stupid. I'm so annoyed at myself. Stun recovery, stun recovery. Let me re-record all that now. So I mean, it looks like it might go faster, right? From the looks of it, it looks like it might go down faster. We're gonna like really get me close to stun. Let's do that instead. Alright, let's see. It looks like it does go down faster, actually. Okay. So that's not bad, I guess, so... But it does boost her attack power, excluding throws. So let's see. Does 16. Oh geez, I wish I could just waste this time so much faster. Sorry guys, as well, like I probably would try and do some matches, but I mean we could try. I don't know though. So did 16, 21, does it stack or stay? No, it goes away. But it seems like maybe the recovery of on stun might be what stays. We'd have to actually see that though. If Google could stop being stupid and let me scroll. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna have to bring up Necro. So Necro's taunt increases attack power for all moves excluding throws. Necro's tongue can hit well, yeah, that's whatever. The one for Oro is actually self-explanatory. I don't think I have to bring him up, but I'll show him up anyway. If there was a character that can let him just stack damage, his overall damage would be so great, but it's very character specific. I didn't do it right. I wish I could make this go faster. Let's pick on a new stage. I'm getting tired of the Illuminati stage.
Are you ready? Go.
Okay. Increases attack power excluding throws. This does 17 to Necro. And it doesn't tell me it can get stacked, so it just stays one hit. Let's just hope and see. Alright, 17, 22, and 17. Alright. It's so unfortunate that 12 is so bad. About to sneeze again. One sec. So Necros is pointless. Oros is pointless too, but I'll just show it off because I use it sometimes. Because the benefit actually does help if I'm getting like super bodied. So I'll let him do this to me so I can build up stun real fast. So Oro's taunt helps build like decrease stun gauge. See? So no matter what, he can decrease his stun by just sleeping. But that's it. Oh boy. Disappointed, disappointed, disappointed. So Q's taunts we already went over. They just stay to him permanently. The defense one seems to be a permanent buff regardless. So Remy, the guile of the game. Phew. Jesus. Again, sorry for the sneezing, guys. This taunt just builds up stun damage. They increase the stun damage of Remy's attack. This taunt can be stacked up to 4 times. So if Remy wants to taunt, I just build higher stun. So let's do the medium. Does stun damage like 11, right? 1. So when this goes off, it'll be from 11. I'm assuming probably like 13, maybe even 15. We'll see. Because you can stack this up to 4 times, but I don't see Remy's really using taunt like it's like Q or somebody. Alright, so from 11 to 13. Does it stay? Nope. The stun doesn't stack. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this taunt is unbelievably long too. So from it went from 11 to 13, so go from 11 again to 19. And that's a good chunk. But that's off of 4 taunts, which you wouldn't get unless you were specifically going for it. But again, you would have to land that hit. So, not really much. So it seems like... No, I'm going to give my overall thoughts after I finish this. Next on the list is Ryu. Mr. Shinku Hadoken.
Are you ready? Go.
Increase Ryu's stun gauge recovery, just like Oro's. It can be stacked up to 3 times. So we're gonna do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Every meter goes down so slow. Okay. So Ryu does this once, right? No, let's do it up to stun point. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it progressively goes down faster. But that's all it does. It makes it go progressively go down faster from all this. But does it stack though? That's the question. Not stack, but does it stay? Oh wow. I think so too. Let's do it all the way up to stun, so we know exactly what I mean. We gotta wait for him to go back down. Actually, no, screw that. I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna do this all on my own. Okay. Now 12 is reduced to 0. Okay. Reset the timer. All right. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically 6. So technically 6 hits for him to stun 12 like this. Sorry again. So 1, 2, 3. I think my stun also increases when I'm like this too, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all off of his heavy punch too, so there's that to keep in mind. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Increases stun, Ryu's stun gauge recovery. The spec can be stacked up to the maximum of 3 times. Alright. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still the same, but I think it's just the small generals will kind of like help over time, because you're not going to land 6 heavy punches like that in consecutive order, so it's not like, probably not a good testing one to use, because it's not like it's going to be Oros like ridiculously fast. So from this one, I would have to assume, I mean, I guess in a combo it'd be better because it would go down progressively over time. Or you have to do it while you, like, after you get hit. Okay. So let me, like, right before it hits 0, right? Let me see. 2, 3, 4, 5. Eh. It is what it is. No, it's you, Sean. I'm not a sissy, yo.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Okay. So when he tosses his ball, this is Sean's taunt. Increases stun damage of Sean's moves. This effect can be stacked up to a maximum of 3 times. The basketball can hit opponents. Also, only one basketball can be on screen at a time. So it's not like he could do like certain situations where he could probably toss 2. So this adds more stun power to his moves. So this does 11 stun. And I don't even get the freaking ball if I'm correct. Increases stun damage of Sean's moves. Okay, it might have not have made a big difference. Okay, we'll do this one. We haven't done... No, let's do jumping heavy again. It's 15. Alright. So we just did the taunt, which is 15. It can be stacked up to 3 times. If I need the ball for that buff, that actually is just trash. Alright, 15. No change. You're telling me that I need the ball? And I don't even get the ball? Okay, wait. Okay, we're gonna do his close roundhouse. Or close heavy kick. Does 11 stun. Does 12 stun now. Let me do this. So it increased it by 1. I do 11 still. I don't get the buff because I don't have the ball. That's trash. At least Dudley still gets the buff regardless. That's literally trash. Let me just get this off my phone. I'm gonna just now focus chat through here. Do that instead. There. Okay, so alright. This is just useless. 12 doesn't really get anything. Taunt. Okay, let me see what 12's taunt does. It doesn't do anything. 12 will turn invisible. The effect lasts until he is hit, blocks, performs a hold or throw. Okay, hold or super art. The player used this taunt to reappear. Note this will not reappear while pairing, perform, or EX moves. Okay. So it's whatever. So there's literally no reason to have a mirror match. This only happens if you happen to have a mirror match of some kind. Since you are the same character, this is what happens. That's it. And you know what's funny? His color palette is not even like treated the same. He actually gets a different color palette, which makes no sense. And the funny thing is, he can't speak when he does it. You only hear the game sound effect. Because I think the gurgling sound just can't overlap properly. It just cancels out and just has no audio. See? That's kind of, that's interesting for what it is. I thought they were gonna have the character just, like, not transform. Because if you do this during the special stage when there's a car, he gets an exclusive animation of having a headache because he can't change it to a car. So I thought that was going to happen here, but no. He will change it to 12. Just won't be able to speak. There's literally no reason to ever do this. I don't know why they bothered. So there's that. Change character. So Urian's attack power of all moves, including throws. So let's talk about his attacks. And it has a hitbox, but if he hits you with it with a taunt, you don't get the buff. Let's see. X copy Urian.
Prepare to strike now.
So this move, let's say it's 9. This goes so far. Beep. Beep. So from 9 to what? 11. And just like all the others, this doesn't increase or stack or stay. And that's it. Nothing else to say here. Just disappointment. So the twins. Yang, attack power increases. And his throws actually get 1 point of increase damage. His brother Yun, attack power for special moves. And all of his other moves receive the same bonus. It's just smaller. Okay. Holding down the button grants the same increase, though it will eventually reach maximum. 8 regular taunts will also max out increase. The hat, it's whatever. Okay. So his special moves. So if I'm fighting the twins, not the twins, if I'm fighting Yun specifically, his taunt gives his specials buffs.
Prepare to strike now.
Wait, oh. So all my special moves get buffs. This includes these, this, and this. And this is like another top tier in the game. Because of Daimion. So let's say I fight Yun. And the only thing that I have to deal with is... what is that? Just the specials. Okay. Let me do... Let's do the heavy dive kick. 18, right? Okay. You don't have to hold it, but I'm just doing this for like the maximum charge. So 18, 27, and then most likely will go away. 18. Let me see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I did 28 from like holding it for God knows how long. It does this. 27. It did the same from before. Okay. So Yun, his other brother, doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Well, now we know that 12's... Okay, so now we finish. I actually can give my overall thoughts. So, the entire cast are right here. Let me screen capture that. The only ones that really would matter is the defense increase, because they permanently stick to your character. They don't go away. They don't change the match in any way. Well, they do because of your defense, but in 12's case, he's not like a specific bonus that could actually keep the benefits regardless if he's not the character or not. He only keeps the defense increase. I would assumingly say Chun-Li because it's random, because the defense. We actually can go back to her, but it doesn't matter at this point. Let me... So he keeps the defense increased from Hugo, Q. That's it. Only these two characters is when he can actually care about the defense buff because of just generalization. Now let's see with Chun-Li real quick. All of her taunts are random, so we'll look at each one. The ones that for a defense increase are... If she rubs her shoulders or cracks her back. Okay. So we'll do her big boy super. Oh Lord. Got it. Okay. Does 60 damage, just entirely. I'm curious, wait. That'd be funny if he actually could dodge the super by walking forward. He dodged a few of the hits because they're highs. So from 60 damage, I think entirely? Yeah, 60. 60 straight damage from this. So these can get stacked 3 times. So 60 hit him from that. And we got a couple, like, say, shoulders and neck cracks. If she rubs her shoulder, defense increase. And if she stretches and cracks her back, defense and attack power. Yeah, they stay. They permanently stay. So 46. If it goes back to 60. Nope, it stays. So if he happens to fight a Chun-Li, which is still very bad for him, but if he gets it and gets the taunt, it happens to stay. And at will, again, it's still random, but they at least still stack. So 1. I don't know if it resets it, but 1 or 2. 3. Alright, so let's see. 46 from that to... Nope, 46. That's kind of how it is right there. So now we know. So out of all the characters, the only ones that really stand out are the 3 that I mentioned. And we just did Chun-Li, so now we know. If 12 happens to ever fight Hugo, Chun-Li, Q, when he fights those 3 characters only, he gets, by taunting, their defense increase or defense benefit. So after all of that, do I still think it's a worthwhile option? Because all the other characters give him like 1-ups. I would say yes to some and no to others. This one is useless. This is useless. There's no reason to ever pick 3 against this character unless you want a style, but there's literally no reason. So if you ever play 12, the best thing that I could say is it's like you have to learn the characters, like the characters you copy, like some decent combos or optimization in some of their basic stuff. So if you know how to optimize, like say Urian's tackle loops, or know how to set it up properly with 12, then you're perfect. Then you'll be fine, because you could work with both of them. And if you get the taunt off, you get a little bit of a damage boost. Same thing for Akuma and everyone else, because most of their taunts would either increase their support or whatever. The stun bonus is not even much in this game, but even then, it's not. I mean, it's good. It's not just like, it's not like for 12 specifically where he can actually have a loophole and keep like higher stun. If he was able to kind of do that, his level 3, his 3rd super would be a little better to deal with, because it would circumvent. It's so bad, but it would still circumvent some of his issues when he copies other characters, and if he happens to get their taunts, he could reap their benefits throughout the whole game. Like 12 steals Akuma's like taunt, and he gets Akuma-ish damage, or at least a good damage increase to all of his special moves. All of his other special moves are just not great. Like, they're okay, but they're just not, like, they're not gonna do much for you. You'd have to be optimal at 12 and then optimal with the other characters. He's even harder because of that. Jesus Christ. This character. Even after all these years, there's really not much you can really give for 12. Except make his toolkit literally work. That's unfortunate. But we did the whole roster. And I don't have to worry about anything anymore. I wish some of these stun stuff really did stack, but it's not like 12 can really... It's whatever. Oh well. Quit. And that's the only one that matters because the other ones really don't have 12 at all in any of these. He's only at third strike. What other stuff can I look at? Museum. Barroom, brawling and wrestling. It's so funny how this is actually Birdie, canonically. Even in Street Fighter V, they showed you that this is what he looks like. And I think one of his endings, they actually show you his first fight with Ryu, and they just kind of chilled and ate food. It's not like you can even really play this character to kind of mess with him anyway for fun. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He only had like only 2 moves. I don't see the reason for the grid, but all right. And this is where Birdie really kind of did his own thing. Looking at these are actually kind of nice, not gonna lie. Murder chain. They don't even show him in Street Fighter 1, even though he's technically there. They just show Mike, but even though they're technically the same, it's just the name. Because they don't want to be sued by freaking Mike Tyson. Even though they really can't, technically. so I don't know why. You can't even look at Mike at all. But I guess in terms of name, Balrog did make it in this game. Like, what's the difference? Like, they started the same. And Street Fighter Alpha, this is like where he became more of an expressive character. This is like when he was a boss too, so there's that. But you can't even view Mike. Yeah, they don't even have Mike here. That's so lame. They don't even have like the other characters that are in here. Like Eagle or whatever. That's crazy. They only have his intro. They didn't even really do anything. Very, very lame. All right. He was the same as Ryu. He doesn't have anything. Shakunetsu Hadoken, Go Shoyu, Tatsumaki Senpyaku. Yeah, this one I liked a lot of frames of animation. I'm glad they actually showed that off here. The only thing that really changes is just the character portraits. Street Fighter Alpha, Balrog, Drew. Kinda it. And this is just Street Fighter in general, so I don't know. He weighs 85 kilograms. Whew. Murderous instinct. And Third Strike, 1999. 12 is one of the devastating humanoid weapons developed by Gil's secret society organization. The experiments have begun on Necro, which is what I mentioned at the start of this. Culminated with 12. 12 is the finalized mass production of the model of secret society living weapon program. Now, his first mission was to capture Necro and his friend, Elfie? I don't know. Who have escaped from the evil society's clutches. 12's flexible body goes beyond the limits of more human contortion. I can't even read. Contortions like Necro and Dalsum. Oh, okay. 12 is able to stretch and bend its limbs at will, as well as take on the form of its opponents. There is much that remains unknown about 12's true potential, but it's able to self-heal any damage it suffers. I wish you could do that in-game. Then proceeds that the process that makes it whole again also rewrites any memories of pain or pleasure it has experienced. Oh, my nails. 12 speaks only in binary. Unknown about to the scientists who created it, 12 started to develop sense of self-awareness. So yeah, this 12 in particular at least. Fighting style. With its protein-based body, 12's unique combat style is based on consistently changing forms to become the optimal weapon for any given situation. It also has the ability to copy every aspect of its opponent, including their appearance and abilities, giving it unimaginable power. So the weakest in game. That's cool. I wish they had more reference to pull from, because it's kind of lame that they don't really like show you all the animation that they could have shown. It's kind of it. Oh well. It's still fun. Still fun. It's still fun. Isn't there like any art though? In the 80s. Yeah, there's these. This is for like regular Street Fighter 3 as well. This is the stage. Oh, this art is so great. I love looking at this stuff. This is before they pixelized it. A rough pixel art. That's Elfie or Necro's friend. I wish I could read that stuff. The more detailed drawings. And that's it. None of the other R2 to see like for Q or anything. But this is fun. I think that's all I can really do for now. So, so tired. Anyway, peace everyone.